why did this come about? Like, why are you actually into bodybuilding? Why is this your life?
So my brother is in the Royal Marines.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a bit of a nuts guy.
Yeah.
I think you've got to be right.
Big inspiration for me as I was growing up, though. And he's kind of been always like that kind of big brother figure to me. So do you know, like, it's kind of that thing, there's anything I see him do, I want to do.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of do it better.
Yeah.
So he got into to lifting. I remember when he was training, like, did anyone like, do you guys watch Dragon Ball Z or anything when you were growing up?
No.
Damn.
Robbed.
Have you seen it? Have you seen them? They're all jacked, right?
Yeah.
We used to watch a lot of that. Well, he was becoming like a real-time Dragon Ball Z character. He was getting in shape, man. And like, obviously, it was cool as hell watching him transform and get bigger. And I was thinking, I want to do that. So when I turned 16, I don't know if it's the same in Wales. I know it's not far away, but come on. But when you get like a long period of time off in between, like secondary school and starting college, you get like a couple of months off.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
Well, I asked him when I was 16, like, can you take me to the gym? And at the time, he trained in like a garage gym in his mate's gym, who was also in the military, in the Marines. So, I mean, it wasn't necessarily bodybuilding because he used to make me run there and back, which was quite far away.
Fitness sort of thing.
Yeah,
right?
and he used to wear a backpack with bricks in it and an altitude mask. But, yeah, I don't know. That's the kind of guy he is.
Well, he's in the army, so I think that's a regular.
Oh, don't say that. He won't like that if he listens to this. Marines.
Sorry.
But yeah, anyway. So he took me to the gym and he was putting me through these workouts and he was buying me like the protein shakes and stuff like that and giving me a bit of tips on what to eat and stuff like that. And he was drinking raw eggs and all that jazz. But
That's old school. Like.
yeah, he was. But he was getting in mad shape and stuff. And he in fairness to him now, he always looks mint all the time. But yeah, and that's kind of sparked it. And then when I went to college, I started realizing, because I was doing at the time what I thought would lead me on to teaching. And then I kind of got into the gym a bit more and thought, I'm really not really interested in anything else. I kind of just like this. And I found myself like in all my spare time, I wasn't doing any of my college work. I was just watching gym videos, just learning about my training.
There's so many people that do that.
I was just spending
so many.
every spare minute that I had and pouring it all into this. And I was looking at everything about it. And I was going to the gym in college and I was training in the dinner time breaks and after college at the college gym because it was the only gym I could afford. And I was doing all these things I was reading online and I was getting some results, man, like you do at that time when you're young and you're enjoying it. And then I started working at a gym because I thought, I want to be a PT. I want to teach other people to do this. And there was a lad that I worked there with at the time and he was doing a men's physique show.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm in better shape than you.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one of these show things.
Show things.
So I went home and I Googled it. Right.
Show things on Google search.
Right, bodybuilding shows. And there was one in Hull, which from Grimsby's like, 45 minutes away, so it was the closest one. And I saw that it was in April, and it was on my birthday. So I was like, well, that's a nice day to do a show. So I Googled bodybuilding coaches. So I found a coach, which at the time was on Facebook, which now I'm in the industry, I know was Jamie DeRigo. But at the time, I didn't have Instagram. I wasn't involved in social media. So I just messaged some guy who said he was a bodybuilding coach, who happened to be Jamie DeRigo at the time, and he prepped me for 12 weeks. I did everything he told me to do, and it was harsh. It was very harsh. Yeah, it was 55
Did you understand what it was you were going to be put through at the time?
Not at all. I didn't even know what I was doing as I was doing it. And then I got to the show, and it was a PCA show. This was in 2016. And I didn't know it was a PCA show. And I'd entered men's physique, but I didn't know there was a junior category, so I just entered the men's. So I didn't know that. So I was in the older category. I was 18.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was natural shows. I didn't know what steroids were. So all these guys were on gear. I didn't know they were on gear.
Yeah.
I just thought they were big guys.
Yeah, you thought they just trained harder than you.
I just bought what I thought was the trunks that looked like the right trunks, wore them, got shredded, went and got my tan, had a great experience, came second.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought this is flipping great. Then kind of got into it a little bit more and it just stemmed from there and I just competed in men's physique for 3 years after that in UK BFF, which at the time was the way to get your IFBB pro card before two pros. Never was quite good enough and then moved to Classic and then I've spent the last few years in Classic. So that's kind of how it came about.